coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Ah, pop, 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 pop. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all ain't duck them things. Y'all ain't know it. They was gonna keep on coming. What's going on? What's going on? Shout out to everybody out there, man. Everybody in TBP Nation, man. The TBP family. Big love, big love, big love, man. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, man. If all goes well, y'all be getting this on Halloween night. So if you ain't out trick-or-treating, you know, happy Halloween, man. Hope you was safe. Hope y'all had a good time. Hope you, you know, enjoyed yourself, man. Peace and blessings, man. Big love to everybody who been supporting the platform, everybody who been rocking with me from day one to yesterday. I appreciate it all. We on the move, man. We trying to you know, get this message out there to everyone, man. So all these youngins be out here to be able to trick or treat, to be able to be out here with their kids when they trick or treat, and things like that, man. Because we don't want to end up throwing our life away to the system, man. So you know, the message is for all the kings and queens, the young kings and queens that's up and coming, man. That your life is valuable, and you have to treat it as such. So that's what we pushing, man. That's what we pushing because, like I always say, misinformed people, man. So a lot of little youngins is misinformed. That's why they out here and they wilding out and they doing a lot of crazy things, man, that end up making them spend the rest of their life in prison, man, if not worse. So, you know, that's the movement. That's the message. So that's what we pushing. And that's why we tell these stories to let them know what's going on in there, to let them know it's not a game, it's not a mini-series, it's not a TV show, it's not a movie, it's real life. It's real life. And it's a life that you do not want. I can promise you that. So big love to everybody who support that, everybody who support me, this movement. Can't do it without you, you know. This is a we thing, not a me thing. So let's get it going, man. Shout out to everybody who done joined the membership. Videos coming soon. Lives coming soon. And then some. So y'all go get your membership, man. And we going to get it moving around here. Big love. Salute, salute, salute. I don't know, man. On this morning in the morning mud. Shout out to everybody who be in the morning mud. Everybody who be in the Twitch at night. Shout out to all of y'all. But I seen a couple of comments is asking about Halloween. You know, one Halloween stories, you know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, man, to me, Halloween in prison, you know, to me, all of the holidays in prison was just, you know, trash. I ain't, you know, you be down, you know, because you want to be out, you want to be in the free world, you want to be around your people, your loved ones, this, that, and the third. But, so all of the holidays in there want nothing to me, you know what I'm saying? Just another day. But to me, it seems like all of the Halloweens and the April Fools, I think on those two holidays right there the most. Now, most of the holidays, it be something happening because of different circumstances, which I will explain. But Halloween and April Fools, I think that's the two holidays in prison that the most dudes get crossed up and locked up and tricked up. You know what I'm saying? Because for some strange reason, dudes in prison, man, I guess out of the boredom, you know, or whatever it is, the mundane days or whatever, I don't know, man, but they feel the need to be playing games and joking and stuff on April Fools and on Halloween, man. And prison ain't no place to be joking and playing. You know what I'm saying? But they do it. You know what I'm saying? They do it and they get late, man. They get super late, you know, with the police, with other convicts and inmates. They get late playing on these days, man, you know, trying to joke. And when people got a lot going on and people ain't got time to be playing and joking, man. But these youngins do it, and some older dudes too. They do that stuff. I don't know where they get it from, but it seems like with all the things that be popping off, you know, and dudes talking about it and spreading it, you know what I'm saying? It seems like, well, next year dudes will know, or dudes should know not to play. It always happens. You know what I'm saying? It always happens, man. You know, but like I say, most holidays it's gonna be something popping off because on those holidays, dudes be trying to get on the phone. Other dudes be trying to stay on the phone, taking too long on the phone, skipping the line. Dudes be trying to make meals. Dudes get the rumbling over the microwave, over the phone, over the shower. Dude, I mean, it just be going on and on and on. But like I say, those 2 days right there, that's when the trickeration come in effect. When dudes trying to trick dudes and dudes trying to scare dudes. How you gonna try to scare a dude in prison, man? You know what I'm saying? What is that all about? You know what I'm saying? That ain't cool. That ain't smart. But dudes be doing it. And I done seen some dudes get hurt like that, man. Get hurt trying to play. You know what I'm saying? Get locked up trying to play. You know, get a case trying to play. You know what I'm saying? On these days, man. Halloween ain't no exception, man. I done seen some weird stuff happen on Halloween, man. One of the first things I seen that I thought was just crazy was this dude, he got, you know, he in that lifestyle, he got some peoples, right? But he got peoples but his peoples is like in that relationship or whatever you want to call it, he the man, you know, that's the boy. The boy dressed like a boy, act like a boy, all that, you know, feminine stuff and all of that. You know, and he thugged out. He'll do something. He'll I mean, he can rumble and he'll push that jump. So it ain't like dudes, you know what I'm saying, pulling up on him or treating him in a different type of way. He get his respect because of the simple fact of how he carried. Like I say, if you could produce violence in prison, you're gonna be respected. You know what I'm saying? Irregardless of what else you into. So I know the perception for the people on the street, they may say, well, the dude in there, he mess with boys, he gay, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Well, I would advise you not to walk up to him and call him that. You know what I'm saying? In prison. Or I don't know what they might do on the street. If you do that to one of them dudes in prison that's currently like that, that's the lifestyle that he chose, that's what he living for whatever reason. Yeah, you can't just do that to any one of them type of dudes because some of them dudes ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going for that. If you feel they feel disrespected in that way that you call them, or, you know, one of them derogatory names, man, they gonna just put everything else aside. They bored, how much time they coming at you, man, and they gonna try to hurt you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they not gonna tolerate no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Zero tolerance for disrespect. So he was one of them type of dudes, right? So he worked though, you know what I'm saying? He go to work in the daytime, you know what I'm saying? I think he worked in one of them shops. So he go to work in the daytime, then he come back in the evening time. So this on Halloween. So he don't went to work, you know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, cause from what I can see now, I don't know the intricate details or whatever their relationship was, but for what I can see, he always was like one of them dominant dudes. He be handling the boy, and the boy seemed kind of scary to him, you know what I'm saying? And you see those type of jumps, you know what I'm saying? Like the boys, you know, really scary of him. But whatever they got going on is working for them. So while he at work, man, the boy then came out the cell this day here on Halloween, and all this feminine stuff, he be dressing like, wearing these little tight pants and taper pants and little shirts and all of this crazy stuff and trying to fix hairstyles and stuff. He done came up out of this joint and he done made a whole nother costume. He got on baggy pants, got his pants sagging, he bopping, you know what I'm saying? He done put his hair down, you know, he done made it, he acting like a dude, you know what I'm saying? So in his mind, I mean, you know, technically he is a dude, but he acting like a dude. You know what I'm saying? Penitentiary, he acting like a dude. You know what I'm saying? He out there talking stuff and this, that, and the third. And dudes is laughing and joking and getting a kick out of it because they used to seeing him acting like, you know, like a girl. Man, it's all fun and games till it's not no more. It's all fun and games till it's not no more. Because when old boy came back from work and walked up in that block, and seen him out in the park like that, man, he went berserk. When I tell you berserk, I mean berserk. I mean, he walked up in that joint, and this is what made it worse, because when he walked up in the joint, he looking and he going towards his cell, he look and he see, he take a double take and see that's his people, and he see how they dressed or whatnot, and he said, Man, what the F is wrong with you, B? He said, get your MF in the cell. And then the boy, which was a shock to most dudes in the block, knowing the dynamics of their relationships, he said, who you talking to, N-word? Man, that joker dropped this stuff and started walking over there, and then he went right back into girl mode or boy mode, like, I just playing. Man, he started beating the brakes off of him right there in the block. Mop, 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 mop. Got him down on the ground, started stomping him. The boy curled all up in like the fetal position. And man, the people in the booth seen it, and they started hollering the 1033, go to your cell, everybody go to your cell. Man, he beat that boy so bad, man. Blood was everywhere. He stomping him and kicking. It's like all the whatever type of love he had for him was gone. And, you know, dudes was like looking, they like shocked. I mean, he crushed him, man. He crushed him. You know what I'm saying? And I guess it's his more or less his ego because of where they at in the situation that they in. I guess it made people look at him like, oh, what y'all got going on in that cell? You know what I'm saying? He out here acting like that, which would put a bad, you know what I'm saying, impression about what they got going on in that cell, because from the outside view, it looked like he the dude and that's the people's, and that's how y'all, and now he out here acting like a dude. That's disrespectful to him, making him look like he might be feminine, or they might got something else going on in that cell that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? This what, looking back in retrospect, what he must have think, because he blacked out, man. And when I tell you blacked out, I mean blacked out, because he was punishing him. If he had the Bethlehem, God forbid, he probably would have killed him. You know what I'm saying? He probably would have killed him, man, but he destroyed him, man. And to my understanding, you know what I'm saying, the boy had to go to the hospital, man. You know what I'm saying? He had to go out of the institution to the hospital. Dude got a case, got a street case, everything, you know what I'm saying? And then when you have those type of things like that go on, sometimes you may not even run into them people no more. I never seen the boy again, you know what I'm saying? Never ran into him again. But I ran into dude years and years later. He was still locked up. I ran into him, and we won't never like, you know, cool or nothing, but, you know, speak head nod or whatever, right? But yeah, I ran into him again, man, and I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know, but I heard he got like 16 years for that joke. I heard he got like 16 years for that joke. You know what I'm saying? They gave him a malicious wound charge. You know what I'm saying? Because he messed the old boy up real bad. You know what I'm saying? So suffice it to say that that wasn't one of his best Halloweens. That wasn't one of his best holidays, and definitely not one of the boy's best holidays. So, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I can't sit up here and explain to you. I don't even know the reasoning of why the boy did that, or why he thought it might have been funny, or I don't know. But it just be weird stuff be happening on these days in prison, man. I can only attribute it to people just being bored. They bored. We do the same thing every day. We see the same people every day. We go through the same stuff every day, man. It's like Groundhog Day every day in there. So I don't know. I guess with these holidays, certain people, they just feel the need to do something different to get some attention or do whatever, man. But yeah, it be costing jokers in prison, man. It be costing jokers in prison, man. You. I know dudes that done jump out on them police trying to scare them police, man, and it done went bad for them, you know what I'm saying? It done went bad for him. I know one dude, he get to the back of the door, like on the top. When you come through when you come in, you can come through the bottom side of the port, you can come through the top, through the laundry room. I know one dude, but it's a cut right there. It's a little corner right there. When you come through the top, it's a cut. Little corner, you could be hiding in the little corner, and or the showers is right there. You could be in the shower. The first shower is right by the door, probably about 5 feet. You can jump out the shower, something like that. But he hid in that little cut, and he wanted to scare this CO that always be running his mouth. And man, that CO came through that back door, man, and he let dudes coax him into doing it. And he jump out there, and man, that CO swung on him and hit him. But it wasn't a hard joint, it wasn't a solid joint, but he hit him.
And man, dude took off on him and beat him down. He beat him down, man. But now you done turned yourself into, you get ready to go to court, man. And man, them people came running in there, man, so fast, and so many people, and they locking us all up, and then they jumping on him, and then they tell him dudes to lock up, and then dudes want to try to run up there and help. It was almost a whole riot in this joint, because dude like, man, he was just playing, he hit him first, Man, them people hollering, lock up, everybody get in. Man, it was just total chaos, man. So we locked down on Halloween. We locked down because of a joke. He was just trying to scam because dude always running his mouth. He was just trying to scam, but he ain't take it like that. He scared him too much. Dude, boom, and hit him. You know what I'm saying? And I guess he couldn't take the hit. I don't know, maybe if he would have let him hit him and said, oh man, I was just playing with you, man. I don't know if dude would have still told it or what, but I guess reflexes, get reflexes. His reflex was a swing. When he got hit, his reflexes was, oh no, bang, 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 bang. And then once you done touch the police, you got a case anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you might well go ahead and follow through and do what you got to do, because you definitely going to get that case. You can lay flat and believe that. Yeah, you can push a CO, or you can touch them like that, and they can literally give you assault charge. You know what I'm saying? They can literally give you assault charge. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, but man, they, and the word is too, because we can't see it once we get locked up, or once they get him out of our eyesight. But the word is they brutalized him. Yeah, they brutalized him for what he did to the CO. You know what I'm saying? They brutalized him, but that's a given anyway. You know what I'm saying? You get out on the CO, man, they gonna put their hands on you, feet on you, nightclubs on you, all of that stuff, just to send a message, because they be trying to send a subliminal message like, if you put your hands on one of us, then this is what's gonna happen to you. More or less, they trying to scare you from ever wanting to put your hands on the officer by making the penalty and the price of doing it so high. We gonna whoop you, we gonna do this to you, and we gonna take you to court, and we gonna get you some more time. You know what I'm saying? This is why dudes be, a little reluctant to go at a CO the way they would to go at somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because the penalty is high. You know what I'm saying? But, man, that's why on the other side, on the opposite side, on our side, on the convict victim side, we like, if you do have to put your hand on one of them, you do so in such a vicious manner that they don't want to put their hands on you, because they know what you will do. You know what I'm saying? So that's the push and pull right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the push and pull right there. But yeah, he you know what I'm saying? I think, to be honest too, I think he was a little bit, you know what I'm saying, on the sauce. He had a little bit too much and let them dudes talk him into doing that. See, that's another thing, man. That peer pressure is something else, man. And dudes get to talking that talk, man, and run you up on a snag, man. Put that battery in your back, man, and they, go up there. I bet you won't scare. He get ready to come through the top. Yeah, go up there, scare him. You know he's scared. He be running his mouth all the time. Yeah, now look at you. Now look at you. You know what I'm saying? But dudes be falling for that foolishness, man. But like I say, them holidays, man, that April Fools and that Halloween, man, trying to scare somebody, man, can turn out bad for you, man. Turn out bad for you. Playing tricks. You know what I'm saying? Trick or treat is always going to be trick in prison. It ain't never going to be no treat. It's going to be trick or trick in prison. It's trick or trick on Halloween in prison. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you trick yourself. That's the only thing that's going to happen, man. Another joint I was on, the dudes, I won't in this block, but this is what they tell me to happen, though. But the two sellers, they get in there. They want to try some tomfoolery. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Halloween. They want to try some tomfoolery. So they want to trick the female CO that be walking on the floor, doing the floor. They want to trick her. So they wait for her to come through to make her rounds. So while she making her rounds, they already plotting. So now they done start making a lot of noise and boom, 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 and F you and I'll kill you up in here. Whoa. Two sellers acting like they rumbling. So if a CO on the floor and they heard that, they going to where this, you know what I'm saying, where the ruckus at. So this all a plot though. This all some trickeration stuff. So they up there making all that noise. They done playing all this, kicking all on the door, hitting all on the toilet, acting like they rumbling up there till they can hear the CO keys. Tickling. She running. She looking, trying to find out where everything at. So when she get to the hay sale, Now they done got this old plot. They done took little hot sauce and little ketchup packs and act like they got blood and everything. Now one dude, he laying on the floor and they got blood everywhere, and the dude standing over top of him talking, I told you I'll kill you up in here. I'll kill you. So she get to the door. She like, what y'all doing? What's going on? I kill him up in here. He dead. I kill him. And she done jumped on the radio and called the people, right? And then he pops up and start laughing, and they laughing at her, but she hysterical. You know what I'm saying? And she done already called the code. You know what I'm saying, man? Them people come running in there super deep, man, super deep. And they get all to the cell, telling everybody to lock up. And all of a sudden, they talking, man, we were just playing, man, we joking, man, ain't nothing wrong, man, ain't nobody, he ain't hurt, man, they catch up, man, this hot stuff, man, this, you know, and it ain't funny to them. It ain't funny to them. You going to jail, man. You know what I'm saying? So they hollering because their justification is, for what? What we going to jail for? We ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody hurt. Ain't nobody fighting for real. What's the charge? What we did? You know what I'm saying? Man, them people don't know what to say. So they coming up, they saying you going to jail for investigation. You going to jail for delaying and hindering the officer in the efforts of her duty. Oh, they, you know what I'm saying, bogus stuff. These ain't even go to jail charges. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, that's what's going on. You going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Because of the simple fact that you done inconvenienced them. Because of the simple fact that you done made them do some extra work that they didn't want to do at first. But in actuality, they ain't do nothing. It wasn't nothing but a trick. They ain't hurt nobody. They ain't harm nobody. They ain't test nobody. They tricked her. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't call her. They just talking loud in their cell. You know what I'm saying? But you can talk till your mouth catch on fire. You ain't getting up out of that, man. You know what I'm saying? They telling you to pack up. They telling there trying to debate with them. Then they got so many officers at the joint, and the captain, and he just telling them, look, we not gonna keep on debating with you. Either you gonna pack up or we gonna scrap up. Either way. And when they say scrap up, they mean they gonna get the dudes with the Ninja Turtle suits and all this, and they gonna come in there and they gonna remove you whether you wanna go or not. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come in there and they gonna remove you. They got the shields, the shock shields, and the helmets on, and the vests on, all this Ninja Turtle stuff. And they gonna come in there, and eventually, even if you run them back, they gonna overwhelm you with the numbers, and they gonna get you there and they gonna drag you out. Then you gonna get a case for assault on an officer. Because even though they're attacking you and you trying to defend yourself, that's assault on an officer. You know what I'm saying? To stop somebody from hurting you is called assault on an officer. So I ain't supposed to let them do what they want to do to me. And I ain't supposed to just take the blows and hit and everything. Because if I do anything, push you up, I assaulted the officer. Man, you got to be kidding me. But that's how I go in prison. You know what I'm saying? You can't win, man. The deck is stacked against you at all times, man. You know what I'm saying? You thinking you got something because you got all these kings. You got 4 kings, man. They got 4 aces, man. They got 4 aces, man. At all times, they got 4 aces, man. So, yeah, man, they ended up going to jail. Both of them. You know what I'm saying? Cell looked like an echo when they finished. They took everything out there. They gone. You know what I'm saying? All because they want to, you know, get a jokey joke. They want to, you know, scare the woman. You know, well, you done scared her into going to jail. You done scared her into going to jail, man. She was hysterical. He looked at there, seen all that red. She thought this blood, and he done killed her. Man, people called. They try to stop her when she was graduating. No, we have landed. She already called it. You know what I'm saying? It's too late. You know, so little stuff like that, man, be going on. And then, like I say, dudes go get on that phone, and they want to sit there and talk to their kids and ask them, what type of candy did you get? And yeah, well, where y'all went and who y'all was with and all of this. And then the phone call run out and they want to sneak and call back. You know what I'm saying? And you got 10, 12 dudes, man, in the line waiting to use the phone to do the same thing you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So I done seen dudes, I done seen this with my own eyes, and the dudes be like, boom, man, you dialing again, man. And then they'd be slick too, man. Jokers be slick. They get all the way up on the phone like this, right there, so can't nobody see them. You know what I'm saying? And then when the call run out, here they go like this, hitting the click, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like can't nobody know, man. We already know the phone calls don't run but 20 minutes, Joe. You know what I'm saying? You been on the phone for 35 minutes. You told me you ain't redial. Come on, Joe. I mean, it don't take a mathematician to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? So jokers, man, jokers will come right up behind dudes while they up on the phone like this and mop. and just started rumbling right there. You know what I'm saying? I seen a dude get hit so hard from behind the back of the head while he down there on the phone. You know the two things that you put the phone on, man. That junk went to his forehead, man. He had 2 dents in his forehead, and he got beat down. And he got beat down viciously. And this is the crazy part, dude beating him down right there on the phone, by the phone, and they just got up and tussling and rustling and slammed all over here. And the other joker go pick up the phone. He trying to call his people before we go on out there. Then everybody in the block want to jump in the fight because they want to hurt you because you hurting the pod, because you getting us locked down on a holiday. Now nobody can't call their people. You know what I'm saying? So that be breaking, man. Man, dudes be in it. Man, every time I turn around, man, somebody with all this BS, man, we got to get locked down for this stupid. So I want to call my people too. And then dude might be like, man, you ain't the only one. And man, who you talking to? It's just, it's chaos, man. It's chaos, man. It's mass confusion in there on these type of days, man. It ain't like, you know, it ain't like the streets, man, where it's supposed to be a festive day and it's supposed to be, you know, people enjoying themselves and laughs and giggles and, you know what I'm saying, candy and ha, he, nah, not up in there. Not up in there. The stress level is too high. You know what I'm saying? The stress level is too high, and it don't take but one person to do something crazy, and we all going on lock, and the holiday is dead for us. Our holiday is going to be behind that door with whoever your celly is, who might be a vicious bammer, you know what I'm saying? So, and you mad, you irritated, and then he mad, he irritated, and then y'all irritating each other, and next thing you know, y'all in the cell, y'all clutching. Shut up, you know what I'm saying? So, that's prison life, man. That's prison life, man. Ain't no trick or treat in prison. Ain't none of that. It's trick or trick. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, on Halloween, man, you can't trick yourself out the block. You can't trick yourself out there, out your cell, man, because you'll mess around, you being sick, man, or you'll be on somebody else's camp, or you be in somebody whole waiting to go into somebody's courtroom. You know what I'm saying? That's how that stuff go up in there. Now, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Now, I almost went to jail one time with that foolishness, man, because, you know, like I say, I've been like that since I was young, man. I get a kick out of scaring people, man. I do, man. Just the reaction, man. Just, I don't know, what's something about it with me, man. You know what I'm saying? It tickled me. You know what I'm saying? When you see that first reaction when a person real scared. But I ain't do nothing crazy. I did this to a CO that I knew, that I felt like he was alright, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I felt like he was alright to the point where, you know, he always speak, I speak to him. He ain't never did no foul stuff to me, nothing like that. But yeah, I remember I was in the cell by myself, man, and the Joker was coming around and counting, and I got by the door, and I just squatted all the way down by the door because it got a slot like this, you know what I'm saying? I squatted way down low by the door. So when they come around and they look in there, they looking, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the single cell, so they looking and they don't see me. But they supposed to be able to see me because it's count time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in the cell then where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I got to be accounted for. But I'm squatted down right by the door. And they looking all around, but they can't see. And they put the light all in there like, what, where you go? And man, I spring up, man. When I spring up, though, you got to think I'm right back up under the door. So when I spring up, I'm literally like this, so I'm right in their face. So I pop up and be like, ah! You know, man, that Joker almost, man, he done dropped his flashlight, dropped his clipboard and everything. And I couldn't help from laughing because I'm laughing. Because I'm thinking he's cool. And that Joker got mad as I don't know what. I think he was more embarrassed because of the dude that's counting with him, seeing how scared he was. But truth be told, the dude that was counting with him, he was scared too because he jumped back too, so they ain't know what was going on. So, man, that Joker got mad, man, and I'm laughing. And I'm trying to say, man, I'm just messing with you, man. You know I couldn't get out the scene. He said, no, you don't do that, man. You know, I'm like, man, go ahead on, man. He's, no, that's all right. I got something for you. I said, man, go ahead. I'm just messing with you, man. That Joker, man, wanted to write me up, man, give me a charge. The other CO had to talk about it doing it. He wanted to write me up, and he wanted to get me locked up. You know what I'm saying? And I was just, joking with him. I was just joking with him, man. But I don't know. Maybe I was bored that night. I was, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I scared the dickens out of him, man, and he scared me too, cause he would get ready to get me locked up. And then the main thing about that was if I would have got locked up, I lost a single cell. You know what I'm saying? So when I came out of segregation, I had to go back in the cell with, you know what I'm saying, another cell partner. Something. I lost a single cell, right? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, he had to be talked out of that, man. He wanted to lock me up, man. And suffice it to say, man, we won't never really that cool though, but he ain't never really speak to me no more. I ain't speak to him. I see him walk around counting or whatever. I just look, see him count, turn my head, man. Cause you know, if I was under the impression, man, like I say, you ain't never disrespected me. I ain't never disrespected you, man. I respect the fact that you got a job, man. You won't really like one of them COs that be all on somebody with that cornball police, bojangling stuff. So I, you know what I'm saying? You speak, I speak back. So I thought you was all right, man. You done cracked a few jokes with me before. You know what I'm saying? I done laughed at them and vice versa. So then I scare you, man. You know what I'm saying? All on some fun and game stuff, man. And you wanted to turn around and be the police. So now I'm gonna treat you like the police. You the police. You know what I'm saying? You the police. So don't speak to me. Don't say nothing to me. Keep it moving. If you ain't got hang on your mail or they want you to come over here or you need to go there, don't even say nothing else to me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was only my only little you know what I'm saying, little dib and dab into that, man. But yeah, man, it almost cost me though. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. But yeah, just know that on Halloween and April Fools in prison, man, is dangerous, man. It's dangerous, man. It's something gonna happen on that compound. You can lay flat and believe that, cause somebody gonna be bored and somebody gonna pull a stunt that might end up in something else, man. It be holidays gone wrong, man. Halloween gone wrong in prison, man. April Fools gone wrong, cause somebody going to jail, and a lot of times somebody going to hospital as well. So you know it's crazy in there on these days, man. But just like any other day, just a little bit more on these certain particular days, man. So anyway, man, I just wanted to share that with y'all because y'all was asking me about that this morning. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, had me thinking about it. So I just tell y'all a little bit of that. Probably remember some more when I think about it a little bit more. But in the meantime, in between time, man, y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions. Hope y'all had a wonderful, safe Halloween, man. Hope your kids and grandkids had a good time, man. Y'all had a good experience that y'all can put in their memory banks, man. Like I say, it's a blessing in every lesson, man. The blessing is, man, if you're out here to be with your kids and your grandkids for these holidays and trick-or-treats and Halloweens and stuff, you're blessed, man. Don't take that for granted, man. There's a lot of people that wish they could be in your position. You know what I'm saying? So that's the blessing. You are blessed to be out here to share that experience with them, man. Peace and love, man. Y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back. I'll see y'all in the morning mud. Peace. And duck them hooks. You don't get your membership. You're going to have to duck them hooks when you see me. Boom!
The banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.